Hi folks, welcome to Barbecue and Bourbon. I'm your host Josh. Now I was planning on doing another bourbon video today, but I just got my hands on these 5 scotches. 4 of them are blended, one of them's nice and peaty, and I really want to taste them and see how they are. So I figured instead of doing that bourbon video, which I'll come back to, I want to do this nice little unboxing. I'm trying these all for the very first time. I picked these up at Total Wine today, and they're all part of their Spirits Direct line. You know, if you're familiar with that, it's the stuff that they find and source and try and get from different places. A lot of them are basically craft distilleries. With the wines, it's craft vineyards, and it's honestly no different than a lot of the stuff, new products we're seeing coming around. The main difference is the type of marketing that they do. But on the plus side, a lot of them have great prices, and maybe we'll find some gems in here. So we're going from what I think is going to be the lightest to the heaviest. We're starting with the Jamie Stewart Blended Scotch. For Pete's sake Blended Scotch, Double Peat Blended Scotch. Then their London, I forgot what this is called, London Square 12-year Blended Scotch. And then finally something I've been eyeing for a while. It's called the Smoky Joe. It's an Islay single malt. You know, so just like I showed you before, you have your trusty Glencairn glass and some pure water for just doing a little bit of a dropper in there. And so I don't know a whole lot about these things, so we're just going to try them out together and see how they are. I will say that, like I said, they were relatively cheap. These two were under $20. These got a little bit more pricier, you know, $44 for this one. This was on sale for $35. I believe this was $45 as well. You know, still under $50. And let's see what they're like. So Jamie Stewart is aged 5 years in ex-bourbon barrels. It's a blend of the finest Scottish malts and grains. One thing you may not know with Scotch is blended Scotch specifically tends to be about 80% grain, 15% malted barley. So it's going to be a little more grain heavy than a single malt. Makes them both pretty different. And so most grain scotches are going to be made for blending. There's a few you might find that you can find like by themselves bottled, but for the most part, all those popular brands that we love, Glenlivet, Glenrangie, Macallan, all that, those are all going to be just single malts. So here is the Jamie Stewart. So it's going to have some nice oak notes to it. Almost smells a little like it's probably going to have a lot of Speyside in it. A little fruity, maybe a hint of like green apple on there too. A little bit of grass. Let's see how it tastes now. Yeah, that's very light. Definitely feels like it's going to be very Speyside heavy. Don't get any peated on that. I definitely taste some like creamy texture to it. Overall, it's not bad. You know, for what I paid, $16, $17 for that. Yeah, for that price, it's actually pretty darn good. You know, smooth finish to it. Doesn't taste like harsh like you would expect from a young Scotch, and yeah, a little sweet there. I honestly don't think I need to add any water to this. If I add any water to it, it's just gonna, you know, ruin it. It doesn't need to be diluted. It's only what, 40% alcohol. Yeah. So light, creamy texture. Very smooth. Nice oak. You definitely get the oak. Little bits of vanilla, caramel. Not some. Getting a little bit of licorice on there at the end, like black licorice. So that was the Jamie Stewart there. Going on to the second one, For Pete's Sake. Now, I've been eyeing this for a little bit because a little bit of history about me. I owned a restaurant for nearly 20 years. I was a bartender, bar manager, executive chef. You name it, I did it. But one of the most fun things I did was creating cocktails. And one of the cocktails I created was the For Pete's Sake. DM me if you want the recipe for that. But let's just say it was a pretty nice cocktail. But lots of nice peat note to it. I believe it had Lafroig and a Lagavulin floater. Actually, I gotta look it up because I don't remember. It's been a while. But the For Pete's Sake was delicious, and I saw this whiskey and I said, I gotta try this. I really do. So now we gotta try it. Let's see, this is good. It says it's going to be intensely smoky and peaty with an earthy, full-bodied flavor. Single maturated in ex-bourbon barrels. Doesn't seem to have any age notes on it. It is going to be 40% as well. And it looks like this is going to be 100% malted barley. Now don't quote me on that, I'm just going based on the fact it doesn't say grain, just malted barley and peat. Lots of peat. And I do enjoy my peat. Still had some in there. Oh yeah, you get the peat on that. Dark and nutty. It's a lot lighter than I expected it to be. I'm really surprised by how light that was. I was expecting something to be on like, I don't know, the Lafroig or Lagavulin level, but if anything, I'd say this is going to be more on like an Oban or a Bunnahabhain level. You know, you get some peat. There's definitely a lot of like aroma and note to that, but it's really kind of subtle. I mean, maybe you could say like an older level Scotch that's gonna be a little bit more mellowed over time. But you know, I was assuming this was gonna be pretty young, no age statement on it. I thought that was gonna be a little bit, you know, more peaty because it seems like a pretty young Scotch. But you know, usually unaged statement would probably be around like 6 to 9 years. So if you want to try getting the peated Scotches, getting a little bit more of a finish there. Okay, maybe a little bit more than an Oban or a Bunnahabhain, but still on the lighter side of peat. Not as intense as the Lafroig. Maybe an Ardbeg. Yeah, maybe inching or a Jura. So it's easy drinking. Maybe a gateway into peated Scotch for some of those not as into it. You might like it. So that was the For Pete's Sake. Now let's try the Double Peat. So let's see. This is the Double Peat here. It is another. This one's gonna be 46%. A little bit stronger. Nice. Oh, definitely getting some more color on that when you compare it to kind of similar. So this one was a little bit more pricier, still under $50. You know, this For Pete's Sake was about $20, and this is going to be $45. And it said it is a combination of Islay and Speyside. So maybe I should have read that ahead of time, because when I'm thinking something double peat, I'm not really thinking Speyside. You know, Speyside's going to be the softest, most unpeaty Scotches there are. Islay is going to be the most heaviest peaty scotches there are. So let's see what happens when you blend those two together, shall we? I mean, there's other ones similar like that, like the Isle of Skye that we just got in. It's a combination of Speyside and Isle of Skye, hence the name. But those are kind of like a light peat note, very light, almost non-existent. But yeah, pour a little too much in there. So let's check out the double peat here. That is a nice color though. Definitely a lot peatier than for Pete's sake. Now, I know you're thinking, Josh, how come you didn't give us like a little nose description like you did for the Jamie Stewart? Well, honestly, I just smelled a lot of peat on that. So it kind of hit anything else I was going to get. Jamie Stewart, not peated, has a lot more stuff going on with the aroma. This one, peated, definitely peated. Still not on the Lafroy Select level, but maybe a Talisker level. Yeah, definitely getting those hints of those nice hints of like leather, peat. Especially when you exhale, you like can feel that peatness on it. Something I really enjoy. Definitely getting some oak notes on it and caramel. Even has a little bit of creaminess, and it has this silky, nutty feel on the sides of my tongue. Interesting. Let me go ahead and add a drop of water to this. See what happens. Since I obviously didn't do it for the other two because they were much too light for that. Okay. Let's see how this now. So the water did open it up, getting some hints of like licorice. What is that other taste? A little bit of bitterness. Can't quite place that. Maybe like a rhubarb, maybe. Maybe that's the sea brine. I do get a little bit of saltiness on that. Could be the sea brine that I talked about in the description notes. That's an interesting one, all right. Definitely one to enjoy for those peat lovers. You know, if you like that Johnny Double Black, you might like that one too. Okay, so that was the Double Peat. Now we're on to the London Square Blended Scotch. This is aged 12 years. It is by famed blender Charles Edge. This guy's got more than 20 years in the blending industry of Scotch. Nice bottle, nice box. This is as I said, a 12-year blend. One thing that's important to note with blended Scotch, if I can ever get this thing off. There we go. Oh my gosh. So with blended Scotch, if it has an age statement on it, that is the minimum age allowed to be in it. So this is a 12-year Scotch, so everything in here is going to be a minimum of 12 years. Normally everything around there is going to be like around within 5 years of it or so, but it doesn't have to be. It just has to be a minimum of that age. So this is 12. You know, you go with I guess any other blended Scotch is going to be 12. You know, blue's 20 something, doesn't have any age. The 18 has that age, so that's a minimum of 18. So that's blended Scotch for you. So here's the London Square. So definitely a lot lighter than the For Pete's Sake. Heck, I think it's even a little bit lighter than the Jamie Stewart. That's interesting. Says on the nose, well, let's see if this is correct. It says the nose is going to be smoky wood with hints of lemon and mint and chocolate. I sort of get the lemon and mint. I definitely get the smoky wood. I don't know if I get the chocolate though. Alright, so let's try it now. What was the proof on this? 40% alcohol. So that's 80 proof. And I definitely get some of that smoky and caramel it talks about. Sherry. That dryness, you definitely get some sherry dryness on there. And candied cherry. I gotta say, these tasting notes are pretty solid. You get the smoke, you get the caramel, you get the sherry, and you get the candied cherry. Again, it's so light, I'm kind of afraid to put the water in there. I know I'm doing terrible with this today, but I feel like anything else I might take away. You know, I will do it, so I'm not a complete hypocrite. Yeah, the water ruined it. It was just too light after that. The smoke got dissipated. I definitely got some more of that caramel and sherry on there. But then it became too sweet. Yeah, don't bring it below 40, you guys. It's not gonna be as good. Okay, so that was the London Square. Just so you know, I have family in London, so I was also kind of curious if this was going to be good, just because, you know, they live in London, it says London. I had to. Alright, on to the last one. This is the Smoky Joe from Islay. Oh, this is a blended malt too? Wow, I don't know why I thought this was a single malt. Oh my god. I got it in the single malt section there. Okay, so this was all blended scotches. All pretty much peated, except for that Jamie Stewart. All giving me a hard time with the wrapping.
2,000 years later.
Thought I had that. Come on. Yeah, I butchered all these wrappings. I'm sorry. So, Smoky Joe. This cost $42. So, I guess it's kind of like in between here. It is, man, I guess I really should have done this at the end. It is going to be 100% from Islay. I believe it's 100% malted barley. Gold color. Let's try it out, shall we? Gonna be having a fun day today. Oh, yeah, that's peaty. That is peaty. Nose, engaging smoke mixed with refined marine hints and citrus notes. Yeah, I get the marine, I get the citrus, and I definitely get that smoke. Let's see if that palate says on par, on point. Oh. Peatiest one we've had tonight. Oh. Yes. Uncompromisingly peat. Yes, it is. Oh, you got, I mean, yeah, that palate. Exquisite balance of smoke and peppery spice. Yes, you get the smoke, you get the peppery spice, but there's so much more depth to that. Wow. Wow, we got a winner tonight. This was fantastic. Oh, you get that peat. You definitely get some earth in there. You know, you can feel the soil. You even get some vanilla. I almost feel like I'm getting hints of sherry, but it doesn't say there's sherry in here. It's got this sweet oat caramel note to it. It doesn't bite at the side of the tongue. It kisses the side of the tongue. This is nice. It even has a little map of Scotland here with the Islay all highlighted there. This is also 46%. Yep, definitely got to open that up a bit more, see if we taste anything else on there. Oh man, I feel like this is an unsung hero. Never seen, I'd heard about it. I finally saw it on the shelves. Wanted to try it. Was kind of skeptical. Wow. Just, okay, maybe I see why it was on the shelf with the other Islay single malts. It's a blend, but it tastes like it belongs there. It's in the Islay section. You know, the water did open it up, getting a little bit of that licorice note again. Normally I don't like licorice, but I like it in whiskey. It's good in whiskey. A lot more oak. Oh, you definitely taste some of that seaside air. You get a lot more sea brine on that. I'm happy I waited to the end for this because this was just fantastic. If you like peaty Scotch, you will like Smoky Joe. I'm blown away with how good that was. I was skeptical about all these, to be honest. The low price points. They don't have any real distinguishing stuff from them aside from some interesting names or whatnot. But in their own sense, they were all pretty good, and there's a market there for everybody to try. But wow, I am impressed. So this was our unboxing of 5 blended scotches from Total Wine. The Jamie Stewart, the From Peat Safe, the Double Peat, the Smoky Joe, and the London Square 12 year. So, let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what interests you. Tell me what you think I need to work on here, since this is only like my second video. And go out there and try some scotch. I got some barbecue stuff coming, by the way. Don't worry about that. But when you're talking about smoking, it doesn't have to just be food. Got smoky scotches. I'm Josh. This has been Barbecue and Bourbon. Until next time, enjoy.